AGTech360 is the ideal software for Ceres tag users that use multiple sensors and/or are livestock primary producers. You'll be able to get all your animal and sensor information into one easy-to-use place. Once you log into your AGTech360 account, you'll be brought to the dashboard. This is where you can see an overview of your property and all your sensors. Ceres tag, OptiWay, cameras, and water monitoring is just a few of the technologies we're currently integrated with. This page is fully customizable to display as little or as much information as you would like. On this property, we can see a summary of the camera feeds, an overview of the map, an overview of the animals with Ceres tags on them and any alarms that might have been triggered, the weather, summary of all animals on the property, a general sensor summary, a water point summary which has been expanded to show you down the bottom, a summary of your medication, and a summary of your weather stations. We'll now take a look at the map functionality by clicking on the Go to Map button or the Maps tab up the top. Once entering the map, we can see all the animals that currently have Ceres tags on them. By clicking on one of the animals, we can go further into it and see the sensor charts. The Ceres tag estimates how much time the animals spent in the day doing different activities, and it uses this to predict things like the pasture feed intake or methane output. Later on, you can compare the pasture feed intake to weight gains to predict more efficient animals. You'll get live alerts if the animal is in the incorrect place. For example, if it's broken through the fence, like this one here, or if it's in the wrong paddock, like this one here. You also get alerts if unusual animal behavior is detected. For example, this animal here is experiencing higher levels of movement than it has in the previous days. This could mean that the animal is under stress and running away from something. But on the other hand, you'll get an alert if the animal has less activity, and this could mean that the animal is starting to calve or it could be getting sick. I'll now take us to another property to have a look at all the historical data from having tags run on animals for a long period of time. When you want to view the historical data and movements of the animals on the property, you can select the map tab and change the date to where you're interested in. You can then select show tracks under the map to show where the animals have been. If you then turn off show tracks, you get a nice heat map of where the animals have grazed the most. This can be used for paddock optimization. For example, in a large paddock, you might notice that they're not grazing in the corner of the paddock, for example here. This could mean that you need to place a water point closer to encourage grazing on that side of the property. We will now take a look at the Animals tab at the top, which focuses more on the livestock management side of things. Here in the Animals tab, we can see all the information about every animal. Each column is customizable. All data can easily be imported or exported to other software. This is used mostly when bringing in weight measurements. By selecting animals you wish to have a look at, you can compare the weight of each of the animals. This will help you identify which animals are not growing fast. A full and detailed history of all the animal information is stored. You can view this by clicking the edit button and going to animal history. Here we can see information about joining, calving, weight, medication, and so on. We can also get a history of all the paddocks that the animal has been in, all the genetic information and pedigree. This can be seen as a simple father and mother or as a family tree. The General tab lets you input all the information on the animal. We will now move on to the medication section. By selecting Animal Health, you will be brought to your medication inventory. This is a fully customizable system which can help you monitor your medications. Once you have entered your medication batches, it'll keep track of expiry dates. It'll subtract the amount of medication that's used from the animal automatically. You can set it up to remove doses based on weight or on a session. It will give you alerts when your medication is going to expire, if it's going to run out, and will give you reminders on when you should medicate again if you'd like. There is an advanced reporting system which can be used to help you compare all the data that's on the system. In this example report, we are comparing the average weight gain recorded from the OptiWay with the average feed intake from the Ceres tag to generate a conversion rate on how efficient your animal is at converting the feed into mass, to help you make better decisions and improve productivity. This information is also great for auditing, as you can export all these reports